I was just talking to somebody this morning. I said, in the past 2 weeks, we've had a position where the President of America has made a statement. I even asked General, I'm sure General will be lecturing you more on it, had made a statement. And in that critical tweet, issue of genocide, killings were mentioned. I asked I'm happy he's there, and I've asked somebody earlier before him this morning, because I met another general that was coming here this morning in the plane. I said, General, what do you think about this? And I've asked General this morning too. Where we have a situation where somebody mentions something, and instead of looking at the stark reality, are they killings? Yes. We spend time debating whether it's genocide or not. When I think we should have put ourselves together, face the stark reality that is the killings, and find out how we can organize diplomatically and everything, how we can be helped. But for me, what is most important in that tweet is the second line, which says, non-disgraced country. Non-disgraced country. People have asked me, because I've read a lot of news, people are saying, are we disgraced? Are we now this? Are we that? My little, as you people, because like I said, you people are the ones that will shape the future. It's a question we need. As a philosopher, one thing that is central in philosophy is that unexamined life is not worth living. You must go back to yourself and ask yourself. So somebody asked me that question, said, non-disgraced country. I said, what are you talking about, non-disgraced country? What is wrong in it? Why is it that anytime people make comments, instead of looking inward, we're looking the other way around? You are a country with the highest number of 4 people living in one country. 130-something million. You've even gone beyond where a combination of the 2 biggest countries in the world, which is India and China put together, nearly 3 billion, you have more people living in poverty than 2 of them combined. And you're worried that somebody called you now disgrace. Why don't you look back and know where there's anything that's causing you disgrace behind you? You're a country where you have 20 million people, children out of school. No other country. And you're not worried that somebody called you non-disgraced. We've overtaken India, 7 times our population in infant mortality, and you're worried that somebody called you non-disgraced. You're one of the hungriest country of the world. Even Ukraine at war dashed you grain to fight hunger, and you're saying non-disgrace. Why don't you look back and know whether there's a disgrace behind you that you can deal with? You're one of your safest places to live in. And that's what I want you people to look at when you read this. It's not about, because some of us, often when we say, even people say, oh, you're demarketing the country. It is not demarketing, to tell the truth. So I urge you, you have what it takes to start getting us politicians to start thinking differently. It's not as if we don't take steps that are not good. Yeah, there might be steps we're taking that are good. Nobody says everything is bad. For example, we remove subsidy. That is a good decision. We've unified the currency. That's a good decision. But for God's sake, you cannot do this too, because you've seen World Bank now and said Nigeria took this decision. why is that this good decision not working for us? Because you cannot tell people to fast when you're 50. You need to deal with the executive rascality of expenditure before your monetary policies can work. You need to deal with corruption. You need to deal with the issue of the cost of running government. I was telling somebody this morning, I said, listen, because whenever I go, people ask questions, I said, listen, we've just had a new mayor of New York. I said, the young man is on age, level of 36, 40. I said, Google his net worth. Is worth 200, less than about $200,000. He's running a city with a budget of about 115 billion, 3 times Nigerian budget. Yet, if they see that young man with 2 vehicles on the road, I can assure you, he will not be measured the next day. 2 vehicles, I didn't say 3, 2. He just said, I'm mayor of New York. I cannot move around like this.
Unexamined life is not worth living, says Peter Obi. That statement perfectly captures one of the major problems with this current administration. When you point out their mistakes or highlight where things are going wrong, instead of taking responsibility and correcting them, they get defensive. They label every form of constructive criticism as demarketing Nigeria. But that's not how a serious government behaves. A responsible leadership listens, reflects, and takes action, not one that silences truth under the guise of patriotism. Just like Peter Obi said, the real issue shouldn't be about whether there's genocide or not. The focus should be on tackling the insecurity ravaging the nation. Every day, innocent citizens are being killed, kidnapped, and displaced. Yet those in charge are more concerned about controlling narratives than finding solutions. The people deserve safety, peace, and justice, not endless excuses. Another major problem is the cost of governance. This government keeps wasting billions on things that add no real value to the lives of ordinary Nigerians. Extravagant spending on luxury vehicles, unnecessary foreign trips, and bloated political appointments, all while millions can't afford basic food and healthcare. What Nigeria needs right now is a leadership that prioritizes wisely, one that invests in education, healthcare, and poverty reduction. Until our leaders learn to examine themselves, accept their failures, and focus on the people, the nation will keep moving in circles. Peter Obi's message is simple but powerful. A government that refuses self-examination is a government destined to repeat its mistakes.